we are the latecomers. We, that means Europeans. What is your assessment? Is 10 years a reasonable time horizon to find in the end that we are successful? Or do we have to speed up?
We're in the early part of an S-curve around the critical minerals. Technologies are still evolving, which minerals take priority at what price level is still in process. So you're not at the top of the S when all the margins have evaporated and all the opportunities are gone. So it's early enough to get in. Why I'm saying 10 years is because if you look at our country, you had players with very minimal mining experience come through, and I'm being specific here, very minimal deep mining experience, come through, turn around deep mining operations and become experts later, to the point where today some of our Chinese members of our chambers of mines are building bespoke dewatering pumping technology that no one else has on the planet. That took 20 years. Now, with yourselves from a higher capital base and a higher technological base, why not 10 years?
I agree your slight optimism that it's not too late, but rather it's a disruptive stage, and it's up to us if we take the momentum and will not be scared of some, let's say, some further mechanisms which hindered us to go directly into the market at any stage.
Let us turn to the actual topic of today, responsible mining. Yeah, that is also a very crucial topic. If anyone would like to comment on that?
Situation right now at the bottom chain of this industry does not look good. And so my questions to the Germans and the Europeans in this room is, what type of responsibility do you want to take as a country and a leading country in the conversation on energy transition in Europe?
Nobody wants to poison any river. Nobody wants to mistreat any children. That is fully understood, and you have been very clear on that on your panel, especially in mining industry. Why we hate all these regulations is the reporting. The reporting is a problem. It's not the general approach. And I would love to hear comments from the industry sector that, of course, we have understood, but please give us some relief on the reporting and the bureaucracy side.
So with certain technologies, of course, you are able to distinguish at this point what came from conflict and what did not come from conflict. But of course, the tools are just one thing. The policy and the commitment is another. That, I think, no system can help you, because you now need commitment from individuals, you need commitments from government that are now able to not give excuses anymore, because the tools are there, the accountability is there, the traceability is there. Only now is, are you courageous enough to use these capabilities that are there?
So my question would be, do you see a demand in developing a universal kind of benchmark to see this is what all can agree on more or less as a good, fair standard? Or do you think the current system, I think it's approximately 180 different standards around, works quite well, so there's no need for that?
Zambia is a country with Hakainde Hichilema, which is kind of more liberal now. What you're saying, this openness of African countries to have regulation influenced, would you see that in many more countries on the continent?
The current chairman of Anglo-Plats in South Africa, Norman Mbazima, and he said, you know, good miners love to be regulated because it gives them credibility. It gives their numbers credibility, and when their numbers have credibility, so does their share price. So it's something you cannot do without. And the countries are beginning to realize this. It's something you cannot do without. The empirical evidence to support the value of regulation is there, and it can only spread by example.
I would like to touch upon what Stefan said before in the panel, or was it here, where you said the understanding of mining in the EU is lost, and perhaps also in Germany is lost. If so, how can we counteract? can we restart an understanding, or has this train left the station already?
I mean, look to Germany. We had a really large mining industry in the past. We have the Ruhrgebiet, we have this Erzgebirge, like the name already says. We had really big companies, but the German business model was globalization, so sourcing everything out that we can get somewhere cheaper and maybe without issues. Like local mining, I mean, everywhere in Germany somebody lives. It's not like almost every other country where you have large, even in Spain, you have nothing around Madrid, or in France, you have nothing around Paris. In Germany, everywhere lives somebody. It's really difficult to do mining there. I mean, we have a lot of really good engineering companies. Some of them are in the room here. The Freiburg University has a world-class reputation. You find German engineers everywhere. What we don't have is the mining business itself. We have to re-establish the mining industry. And the good thing is we always try to find solutions. We always try to move forward. I mean, look what happened in the last 100 years, what we all developed in all kinds of industries. There is endless potential mining projects in the ground.